Let's wrap up this chapter with a quick summary of what we've learned. The consumer has preferences over the various bundles. The consumer faces various prices for the two different goods. And the consumer has some given income. So his problem is to decide on what the optimal bundle is. The answer is always going to be choose the bundle on the highest indifference curve that's still in the budget set. Now, how you actually find this bundle might require some ingenuity. It might be as simple as just setting the marginal rate of substitution equal to the marginal rate of transformation. Or it might require you to look for corner solutions, and so forth. If everything works out nicely, and the tangency condition works out, you can just set the marginal rate of substitution equal to the negative price ratio or the marginal rate of transformation. But it's not going to work when you have kink points in the preferences. So if the indifference curves, or if the budget set has kink points, that's not going to work. And you'll see examples of this later on. It's not going to work if there are corner solutions, if preferences are not convex, if the budget sets have weird shapes. Again, we'll see examples of this later. The bottom line that I want you to sort of take away from that is that understand what's going on and think before you just jump into the math. Okay, so what we've seen at the bigger picture here is how economists model consumer preferences and utility functions. We've looked at sort of the general formulation of preferences, as well as sort of specific forms like perfect substitutes, complements, and so forth. We've looked at how consumers' budget sets are modeled, so the idea of a budget constraint. And we've seen how to determine the optimal choice from a given budget constraint. We've done it graphically with calculus. And so at this point, given a description of the consumer's preferences and the budget environment that the consumer is working with, you should be able to figure out what the consumer's optimal choice would be.